Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. A give. This is Kamara. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a 1st down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Carr. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
694.
Carr now to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically maybe a win for the defense. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious. But you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it. They want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And he's brought down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. To throw his car. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
See, yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 23-yard run. And the Saints have taken the lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Jackson. Works in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
We changed it.
Oh, he fakes the spike. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Throwing is Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start, and it ends up falling incomplete.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
One down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And a short gain here down to the 22. Adafe Owe there on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Carr. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown! Taysom Hill, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
And that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson rolling to his right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Jackson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll run it here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The 71 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
At the 10-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Certainly not the highest of